I never thought betrayal would come from the woman I loved most. I worked day and night, saving every dollar, just to make life easier for my wife, Emily, and our little boy, Noah. I wasn't rich, but I was honest. Every paycheck I earned, I placed in Emily's hands. You take care of it, I'd tell her. Build our home, our future. She would smile, kiss my cheek, and say, I will, David, don't worry. And I didn't. I trusted her more than anyone. Until one morning, everything collapsed. I came home from work earlier than usual. I'd been thinking about her all day, planning to surprise her with dinner and flowers. But when I stepped through the door, I froze. Emily was in the bedroom, a suitcase open on the bed. Clothes were scattered everywhere. My heart started pounding. Emily, I whispered, almost afraid of the answer. She jumped, then turned to me with tears streaking her face. David, I can't do this anymore. My chest tightened. Can't do what? She swallowed hard. I'm leaving. The word hit me like a punch. I staggered closer. Leaving? With Noah, Emily. What are you talking about? She shook her head quickly. Noah stays with you. I can't take him. That broke me even more. My little boy, barely 5 years old, innocent, still calling for his mother at night. How could she just walk away? Why? My voice cracked. Why are you leaving us? Her lips trembled, but then she forced the words out. Because he can give me a better life. My stomach dropped. He? Another man. I stared at her, numb. Emily, I give you everything. My money, my trust, my whole heart. And you gave it to another man? She lowered her eyes, unable to deny it. Noah walked in just then, rubbing his eyes, holding his toy truck. He looked at her, then at me, confused. Mommy. Emily turned away, covering her face with her hands. She couldn't even look at him. That was the moment I realized I had already lost her. The weeks that followed were a blur of pain. The divorce papers came fast, like she couldn't wait to erase me from her life. I signed them with shaking hands. Neighbors whispered. Friends avoided me, unsure what to say. Some nights, when Noah was asleep, I sat alone in the dark, asking myself the same question over and over. Was I not enough? But slowly, the pain hardened into something else. Determination. Emily had left for a richer man. She believed money was the measure of love. Fine, I couldn't change her, but I could change myself. I stopped drowning in self-pity and started fighting back. I worked harder than ever, not just for money, but for dignity. I took on extra jobs, studied late at night, and learned everything I could about business. I built connections, made sacrifices, and slowly, brick by brick, I climbed out of the hole she left me in. Years passed. My construction business grew from one truck and a few tools to a full company with crews, contracts, and respect in the community. And through it all, Noah was my anger. His laughter, his questions, his little drawings taped to my office wall. He gave me purpose. He was the reason I kept going when I wanted to give up. It was almost 10 years later when I saw her again. I was at the grocery store with Noah, now tall and confident, carrying a basket in one hand and joking about how much cereal he could eat in a week. Then I saw her. Emily stood a few feet away in the checkout line. She looked thinner, older, her face lined with worry. She was holding a half-empty basket milk. Bread, nothing more. She turned, and her eyes met mine. For a moment, the world stopped. David, she whispered. I didn't flinch. Emily. Her eyes darted to Noah, who stood beside me, taller than she remembered, stronger. He looked at her with curiosity, not recognition. To him, she was a stranger. Tears filled her eyes. He's grown so much. I nodded. Yes, he's a good kid. Smart. strong. Her lips trembled. You've done well. I kept my voice calm, steady. Better than you expected? She flinched, shame flashing across her face. David, I made a mistake. I raised an eyebrow. A mistake, Emily? You didn't trip and fall. You walked away. You left your son, your family, for a man you thought was richer. Her shoulders sagged. He left me, too. I lost everything. I almost laughed at the irony. She had gambled on wealth and ended up with nothing. Meanwhile, the man she abandoned had built a life without her. Emily, I said quietly, when you left, you said he could give you a better life. But look at me now. I gave myself that life with my own hands. And you're not part of it. Her tears fell freely now, I know. And I'll regret it every day of my life. But regret couldn't change the past. That night, after I took Noah into bed, I sat alone on the porch, staring at the quiet street. My mind replayed the moment in the store, her eyes, her tears, her broken voice. Once, those tears would have destroyed me. But now, they meant nothing. I thought about forgiveness. Could I forgive her? Maybe, but could I ever trust her again? Never. And the truth was, I didn't need her anymore. Yes, I had lost a wife, but I had gained something far greater. Resilience, self-respect, and most of all, the bond with my son, a bond no money in the world could buy. Life had tested me with betrayal, but instead of destroying me, it shaped me into a man stronger than I ever imagined. Emily's words would always echo in my memory. He can give me a better life. But the truth was simple. I gave myself that life. For me, for Noah. And that was more than enough.